Welcome to this deep dive. Today's mission is to explore the true nature of finding rest when we feel, completely overwhelmed.
Right, which I think we can all relate to.
Oh, absolutely. And we are looking at a really fascinating mix of sources today. We've got a personal reflection dated July 13th, 2026, and the ancient text of Psalm 116. So, okay, let's unpack this. Picture a frantic father in a remote village just dripping in cold sweat.
Oh, man. Yeah, that paints a stressful picture.
Right. His new baby is screaming and absolutely nothing is working. It's total panic.
Yeah.
He is trying to troubleshoot this crying baby like a broken machine.
Yeah, offering a bottle, checking diapers.
Exactly. Shaking a toy in the baby's face. And nothing works until the mother walks in, simply calls the baby's name, and the crying just stops instantly.
Like magic.
But wait, I'm confused here. If the baby is hungry or, needs a diaper change, the physical problem is still there when the mother walks in. How does a voice just override actual physical discomfort?
Well, what's fascinating here is the science behind that exact moment. The research in our notes points out that a mother's voice actually serves as a biological signal of safety.
A signal of safety, okay.
Yeah, it basically tells the infant's nervous system that they aren't alone. It's not about the baby logically reasoning that their physical problem is solved.
Well, they're just babies. They can't do that.
Exactly. It's the profound realization of presence. And that presence is what actually regulates the infant's nervous system and brings calm, even before the physical need is met.
So the calm comes from connection, not just, immediate solutions.
Precisely.
Let's look at how that mirrors the spiritual distress in our other source, Psalm 116. The writer is caught in what they call death's snares and Sheol's anguish.
Right. Sheol being the ancient Hebrew concept of the graves or the underworld.
Exactly. They were so panicked they even cry out that all mankind are liars, like total despair.
Yeah, it's a deep existential terror. Basically the spiritual equivalent of that baby screaming in the remote village.
But then, here's where it gets really interesting. In the midst of all this panic, the psalmist suddenly declares, "Return, O my soul, to your rest."
It's an incredible pivot.
It is. But the text actually implies that the enemies, the snares, they were still there. The problem wasn't solved yet.
Right, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, it mirrors the infant's experience perfectly.
Because of the presence.
Exactly. The psalmist found rest simply because God was present. The text says God inclined his ear to their cry.
Inclined his ear. I like that.
Yeah. True rest comes from knowing you are heard by a gracious caregiver. Even if your external circumstances haven't immediately changed, just knowing you are heard fundamentally shifts your capacity to endure the crisis.
That makes so much sense. But knowing you're safe doesn't just stop the crying, right? It completely changes what you do next.
It really does.
Because after this profound rescue, the psalmist doesn't just breathe a private sigh of relief. They decide to lift the cup of salvation.
Right, which is an ancient way of offering a ceremonial drink to celebrate deliverance.
Yeah, and they vow to do this publicly, like in the presence of all the people in Jerusalem.
And that public aspect is crucial. Why does the psalmist go to Jerusalem to pay their vows in front of everyone?
To show off.
Well, no, because keeping that relief private doesn't solidify the bond. Public gratitude is the mechanism that cements that feeling of safety into a lasting reality.
Oh, wow, that's powerful.
Yeah, acknowledging the rescue in front of a community transforms a fleeting moment of relief into a permanent foundation of trust.
So what does this all mean for you?
Well, it challenges you to look at how you process your own moments of being overwhelmed. Do you truly believe you are heard when you cry out?
That is a tough question.
It is. This ancient text is an invitation to respond to that realization of presence, not just with silent relief, but with active, intentional gratitude that anchors you for the future.
They're forging a lifelong bond. And there's this one specific line in verse 2 that perfectly captures this. It says, "Because he inclined his ear to me, therefore I will call on him as long as I live."
And that really reframes the whole idea of a crisis.
How so?
Well, what if the real miracle isn't the immediate removal of the problem, but the permanent relationship that gets forged in that single profound moment of being heard?
Exactly. So the next time you find yourself dripping in cold sweat, trying to treat your anxiety like a broken engine that just needs the right wrench, maybe stop trying to fix the unfixable.
Yeah, just take a breath.
Take a breath and consider that true rest might just begin with listening for the voice that tells you you aren't alone.